What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I've been here on the channel, but welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I'm going to review this Jackson 7-string that I got back, oh my gosh, I would say maybe what, November, December, but the unboxing video is there, and you know, I know I said I needed a week to get everything together, but you know, unfortunately time has not been kind to me. So anyway, but the main thing is what I want to talk about is the upgrades that I did to it. As I said I probably was going to, and I did. All I did was the electronics are the same, except I basically removed the volume pot to actually where the tone setting is now. So this is actually the one volume now, instead of just a master volume and a master tone. So now I switched it. I completely redid the whole thing. I got a new switch. Wasn't really liking the switch that it came with. So I basically just did some upgrades as far as like aesthetics and playability. New tuners, new bridge. But I kept the stock pickups. And the reason why I kept the stock pickups is because I wanted to see how good they really are. And it's pretty funny how the wiring is for these pickups, because it's only two wires. It's only one hot and one ground. And I figured, well, I guess there's no cold tapping, which obviously I'm not going to do that with this guitar. So I really don't need that for a 7-string. And plus the reason why I got the 7-string is because I wanted to explore different areas of the guitar with it and experiment with different tones and stuff. So again, I'm not much of a metal player. I'm just more of a riff guy. Please bear with me. But before we get into sounds, let's just talk about what I actually did to the guitar itself. So first and foremost, I did change the tuners. I changed the tuners to Spurzels, and the Spurzels, which I found out are interchangeable, meaning that you can flip-flop them around, and all you have to do is just take them apart. And so I found out about those because I was doing some research of what to get, and I found out from another fellow YouTuber, which I'll probably put a link in the description, but it's Tricrow Studios, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. He suggested of getting Spurzels because you can flip them around to have it to where the inline 3 and then the inline 4, which as you see here on this headstock. And that's the other thing, a lot of people are not really fond of this Jackson 7-string headstock, but I dig it. I like it. Everybody's always worried about how the look of Jacksons are with the original inline hockey stick, obviously. As you can see in my Warrior video, which again, thank you so much for keep giving me comments on that, and I see that the views are still going strong with it, and I appreciate that. So that makes me just want to keep going with this kind of stuff. I didn't want to like knock down on the Jackson tuners because they were pretty solid for what they were, but for me though, I have that pet peeve about me, and I need that stability and just a hard, you know, like a rock type of like stay in tune, because if anything, staying in tune is so important, and it's such a vital thing, especially if you're playing out with shows, even if you're practicing at home. You know, staying in tune is so vital, to me at least, in my opinion. With that being said, with the tuners, again, the tuners were not bad, but I just wanted to make sure that they were upgraded to that, and that's what I did with these. The nut's still original. I might have to tweak a little bit because sometimes the strings do get snagged up on the nut. I still didn't work on that yet, but I will down the road. But right now, it's in standard B, and that's what we're going to work with for today. So yeah, and the bridge, I got a hip shot bridge. I didn't think I was going to get one, but I ended up getting a hip shot bridge. Now this is also a 1.75 bridge. That's basically the distance of height, how it is on the body. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, here, let's see if we can get the GoPro there. Basically it's just a little bit thicker, and the reason I went with that is because of how the pickups are mounted on this body. If I would have got the 1.25, it would have been like very low, and then this bridge saddles would have to be very adjusted up higher as far as like making sure that they're not hitting on the pickup itself or grinding on anything other around it. So plus probably be too close to the bridge, to the neck, sorry, that you know, you want it to be close, but you don't want it to be completely buzzing all the time. So that's why I went with that. But you know, here we are. But it's really not bad mounting this bridge. Basically, You have to remove all the bridge saddles in order to get an accurate reading on lining up the string through holes that are through the body, and just line them up in the holes of the bridge itself. So you have to remove all the saddles and mount it that way, and just mark your holes and just drill the holes in, and you're good to go, and then just reassemble. Because you're basically, what's going to happen anyway is you're going to have to set up the intonation and everything and the string height on the bridge itself anyway, so you might as well just go the full 9 yards and mount the bridge itself properly onto the body. So, and that's what I went with. Other than that, I feel like the sustains there definitely better than the original one that was on it. So of course, Hipshot's known for having fantastic bridges, and that's the reason why I went with it. But yeah, the electronics goes, I went with the CRL blade switch, just for the pickups between the neck, the both, and then of course the bridge. So yeah, 3-way blade switch, and basically, you know, just to give it more stability, or not stability, but a little more ruggedness behind it in that way. There's really not much of a sound difference as far as like how the blade is compared to the cheap Chinese one that was in it. I mean, the more I learn, you know, pots are pots, and blade switches can be blade switches as much as they can be. So really, you're just upping the quality of your guitar really in value. And I mean, I understand that this is a cheap $200 guitar, but you know, I wanted to have it for a while, so that's pretty much why I did it. And again, you're seeing like there's a mount on here that I actually got the wrong size, stupid me, because I do everything on my phone. But I basically reamed the hole too much, too big, and I wasn't doing the proper sizing. I was just too excited to install the electronics into this with a new fresh CTS pot, and just make it one volume. And basically I just reamed that out and too far, so I ended up getting on Amazon to make sure that I like got some sort of plugs to plug into the hole, because I don't want to have a big hole showing on the body and it wouldn't look right and not smooth, and you know, just ugly with a big hole in there. So this time around, I actually did my research and I actually did the proper sizing, and I got the proper plugs for it. And if I want to do any type of additional future projects like that, and I just got the right plugs for that. But that's why this is so huge. So, but it's out of the way because of, like I said, with my style of playing, I like to play right next to the bridge, and I felt like the volume was just hitting my pinky a lot, and I didn't want to I don't like that. So that's why I moved the volume to where the tone was, and that's where it stays now. So that's the only thing. And I don't plan on doing any type of like fancy stuff. You know, one volume and just ready to rock and ready to go, and that's the reason why I went with that. So yeah, for today's video, I figured I would use my Mesa Boogie single rectifier. I'll probably do a full-on thing for that, but this is actually the rig I use for my live shows that I do. And oh my god, it's been like a year since I did a show. But anyway, so this is what I use. I use a single Mesa rectifier. I love this amp. It's a workhorse of an amp. Everybody has their different opinions, but this is mine, and I love this thing. This is actually my first tube amp, and I cannot go wrong with it. I just make sure I just do the proper maintenance, and it has never let me down once. I basically thought that the one time I had a problem with the head because it was just completely cutting out. It was, luckily for me, it was just a cord. I thought I had to I was checking all the tubes, making sure they're, you know, so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, tube heads are kind of pain in the ass, but at the same time, they're so gratifying when they're working the right way. But luckily for me, it wasn't the head, it was just a dumb dead cord, and I got rid of that cord. So luckily, again, it is a workhorse of an amp, and that's why I love it. So so it's running through a Avatar 2x12 loaded with Celestion V30 speakers. I believe these are true Celestion V30 speakers. As I ordered this off of avatar.com, I mean, they're all custom made cabs. Here they were doing a sale, so I couldn't pass up on the sale. So plus lugging around a big, you know, 4x12 cab, it's kind of overkill. So I figured, you know, slim down on the rig, and it just does well. So that's why I went with that. But anyway, that's what the gear set we're using now. But let's see about getting in some tones. And of course, obviously I use a pedal board, but for today we're just going to slim down and just use the foot switch. But I'm not even going to use the foot switch because we just want to hear distortion, right? So, but yeah, enough of me babbling. Let's get into some sounds and try to figure some stuff out here. So here we go. Yeah, so I really think that the Jackson pickups are not that bad. I mean, maybe down the road I might upgrade to different pickups, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for right now, I'm digging it. I'm digging it for what it is, and I hope you find it in your heart to maybe explore this type of Jackson 7-string. Because like I said, personally I dig it. Not bad for a Chinese-made guitar. Again, the neck's super straight, and that's what you really want. The great playability of a great straight neck. And again, it does not disappoint. My only thing is that I'm still trying to learn and get better on the wide of a 7-string. So, I mean, again, props to all those that really can play like 8s and 9-string guitars. I mean, my hat's off. But but yeah, this is, like I said, I'm just learning on doing something different with this guitar, and you know, something to own and claim as mine. But again, yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. You know, I just like to give good information for anybody that is doing research. And again, you know, just a fool around, just to make a fun video. That's what I basically did here. Stay tuned for the channel, other videos coming along. I'm still working on trying to get more content out, but you know, again, it's just a little rough right now for me to constantly be putting stuff out because, again, time is not friendly to me lately. But again, thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Take care.